I've been getting a lot of comments recently about the newest, best method to get your glasses from looking like this when recording to like this when recording. Just to prove it to you, here is the interior recording light, and when I turn it around, it's still going. Without damaging your glasses, drilling holes, or doing anything like that. That is also the least annoying method possible, which I can guarantee you the exact way I show you how to do this, you won't find anywhere else on the internet, on YouTube, anywhere. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of September, and we are crushing our goal so far. So as a thank you for watching this video, all I ask is that you subscribe. It helps out a lot, and it allows me to make better and better content. So if you want to know more tips and tricks and all things smart glasses, so you don't miss out on all those and all the info about future updates. So if you've seen my first video on this, I just used these light dimming stickers. They still work great if you do the 1-second trick I show in that video, but if you want my current most up-to-date method, you're gonna want to see this. In the second video, I tested a high blocks accessory, which worked the same as the stickers I included, but those stickers are cheaper, so I still recommended those. What I didn't know is that with those high blocks, when you went outside, you didn't have to do the 1-second trick at all. For those of you unfamiliar, the 1-second trick is just covering the camera for the first second of recording and then releasing. When there's a sticker or anything else on there, it will still record without telling you the LED is blocked. Now that works perfectly, but it does get a little bit annoying sometimes. Some of you have been commenting that that's patched, but if it is patched, then this new method will work even better for you. And no, it's not taking a Sharpie and drawing on your LED. So you're gonna need two things. I've also selected the easiest product I could find. I ordered 5 or 6 variations just to see what was easiest and what worked best. So after weeks of testing, this is what you need. A very specifically sized hole puncher. And if you think you know where this video is going to go entirely, you're wrong. This one comes in multiple sizes because it was the easiest one I could find that actually worked well and punched holes in what I was trying to punch holes in without requiring a bunch of finicking. Now I tested this with every circle diameter you could think of, all the way down from 1 millimeter to upwards of 3, covering the entire LED circle and just covering the middle of it. The second thing you need is some electrical tape, or theoretically you could do this with the light dimming stickers I showed you in the previous video if you already have those. The most important thing about this is the sizing. The 3.5, 3, and 2.5 millimeter sizes are all no-goes. They work perfectly if you want to do the 1-second camera cover trick, but as I said, that gets a little bit annoying. When you get smaller, and I tested this all the way up to 1.8 millimeters and down to 0.5 millimeters, then the light peeks out of the corners of the sticker and the method becomes completely useless. The biggest annoyance with the 1-second camera cover trick is you can't take pictures unless you take the sticker completely off. So I tried to find a way around that, and I did. So from all this testing, I found that the perfect hole punch size is the smallest size in the product in the description, which is 2 millimeters. You can tell once you have this hole puncher because it's the one right next to the biggest one. This is the biggest one and this is the smallest one. This is 2 millimeters. That's the one you're gonna need. So go ahead and rotate it down to that setting, so that is the one facing the metal here. And if you think you know where this video is gonna go entirely, you're wrong. So make sure you watch to the end, because just putting a 2 millimeter sticker over the LED is not the full story. Next, you're gonna wanna peel the tape out just like this. You can see just a couple of the holes I've made from previous tests. There were way more than this. Then you're gonna place the electric tape into the hole puncher in between the metal and the hole punch, and then you're gonna squeeze very tightly. So I'm squeezing with both hands, making sure it's nice and tight. Then make sure you hold the tape, release, and there's our little hole punch. So if it's still on there a little bit, you're just gonna wanna peel it off, making sure it maintains the perfect circle shape. It might take you a couple tries to get this, but you have plenty of electric tape, so it shouldn't be too bad. With the LED stickers, it should be easier since those are thinner. The next thing you're gonna do is take off the sticker and make sure the sticky side is facing the LED. The LED is on the right side of the glasses, so on my right side, over here. Whichever side you see the giant light flashing on when you record. Once you peel it off, you'll see I completely missed. Just slide it over to the very, very middle of the LED light. This is the perfect size to completely cover the LED light without triggering the sensor under certain circumstances. So with this method, as you can see here, when I record outside, it records perfectly, no LED light, no camera cover trick, it just works. It does this in the sunshine, it does it when I'm in the shade outside, but the one time it doesn't work is when you're indoors. And I've tested every single hole punch size there is, and I've cut up a bunch of different sizes with scissors. So how do you get it to work indoors? Well, you could do the camera cover method for the 1 second, hold record for 1 second, let go, and then it records perfectly. no LED light, as you can see. Or what I like to do, what you'll have to do to take photos, and this is why I like the method I'm about to show you, is because if you use the high blocks accessory, you'd have to take off the accessory and then put one of the new ones, and you would just constantly be going through accessories and spending more money anytime you wanted to take photos indoors, which is just not the best user experience. If you like saving money and doing DIY things like this, then you should really try Rakuten. This video isn't sponsored by them in any way whatsoever. They've never even contacted me. I just want to help save you guys money. All this is a free Google Chrome or whatever browser you use extension. So when you're shopping, it will pop up in the top right and show you if you can get 5, 10, 20% cash back on whatever you're buying. Which basically means that when you purchase the product, they'll just send you 5, 10, 20% of the cost of that product in cash for free to your account, which you can withdraw whenever you want. I downloaded it just to get an extra $200 when opening a bank account on top of that bank accounts bonus, which was really nice. And I wasn't going to recommend it in any videos just for that one use case. But since having it installed, actually I'll just tell you what happened last night. I was purchasing some products for this channel, one of which is a pair of top-notch AI glasses, and it's not the Oakley Metas. The little purple thing popped up from the top right corner. It said, apply these coupon codes at checkout. I just pressed the button, that's it. When I checked out and bought the product, I had $35.73 deposited into my account. All I had to do was click one button in the corner as I was checking out. This is way better than Honey, which if you haven't heard that scandal, definitely watch that video. It's not one of those total scams where they only save you 1 to 2% on random purchases that don't really add up. This is like big cashback bonuses, 10, 15, 20%. Or in my first case, hundreds of dollars, which take nothing but a click, and it's completely free to sign up. You don't have to pay anything. It's just literally all this free money that they throw at you. So if you want to check it out, use my referral link in the description. And as a bonus for using this referral link to sign up for a free account, you'll get $30 for free. And then you'll get all the cash back from the random purchases you make. Honestly, this is one of the most underrated money savers I've ever found, and I'm so glad that I found it. So again, if you want an extra $30 on top of all the extra money that you'll save by using this browser extension, then just use the link in the description, and then you can thank me later. Anyways, back to my method, which I have found to work really well indoors. Now you might think, well, if it works perfectly outside, what if you just look at something really bright indoors? Does that work? So let me turn it on and look directly at this overhead light right here and try recording. Oh no.
The capture LED is blocked.
As you can see, it doesn't work. Let's show it a little clearer here.
The capture LED is blocked.
You could do the 1-second camera cover trick I showed you earlier, and I would still recommend doing that for videos. But for photos, so you don't have to use new stickers every time you do this, or new high blocks accessories every time you do this. So all you're gonna do when taking photos indoors, and I've done this tons of times, it's really simple. You're just gonna slide the LED sticker to the side, just enough to where the LED isn't fully covered, and then when you take a picture, it lets you do it. You can also record videos like this and then just slide it right on back. The thing I love about this method is that you never have to hole punch more electric tape again. I've had it on there for weeks while sliding it back and forth dozens and dozens of times, and it has never become unsticky because you're not peeling it all the way off. I've not seen anyone talk about this or heard anyone talk about this in any other videos or articles, and this is the method that just works the best for me and is the least annoying to actually do. As you can see, it's still recording right now with this indicator light. The hole puncher I used that made this really easy, and the electrical tape are both in the description. If you want the cheapest hole puncher that's the right size, I have that down there too, but it will be a little bit harder to use and probably require you smashing it with a hammer to get the hole out. But that is the video, and that is the best way to get the glasses to always record and take photos while you're outside with no LED, and the best way to still take photos and videos when you're inside with those short workarounds while never having to replace the actual sticker. This is the only method I've found that allows you to still take photos inside without having to take it off completely, which is really nice. But for anything better than this, I know you guys have been waiting for me to drill a giant hole into my glasses to see if it works. That is going to be happening very soon. So stay tuned if you want to see if that method actually works, or if it just ruins everything I've built. I'm just kidding. Or if it just ends up costing me $400. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.